I was today years old when I found out that the word strong is offensive to black women. Because really, bro, like, black women have been going hard on me lately, you know, basically kind of just saying like, hey, bro, like, you shouldn't be critiquing black women. I'm just like, hey, if anybody can, a black man can, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if the discussion's gonna be had.
Yeah, if anybody can do it, a black man can do it.
Y'all don't want no Asian nigga to do it.
I'm not trying to say that black women are playing the victim, and I'm really not. I definitely understand that black women go through bullshit, but black men do too, bro. Black men, and I'm not trying to like make this like an all lives matter thing, but you know, like,
that's obvious though.
I just listened to a podcast, the Primary Colors podcast. I would definitely leave the link below, where there was a moment. I only saw clips. I did not see the full interview. I did not see the full video. I just saw the clips that migrated to Twitter, where Kanye was having an episode and he spoke about things such as his child and his mental health and things of that nature. And black men and women alike had responses to where one popular tweet was, Kanye West needs a black woman's love. So that was discussed on this podcast, and I just want to say accountability. Accountability, 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 accountability. Oluwatoyin Salau, she was fighting in the streets for black lives, black trans lives, black women, and black men. She tweeted that she was seeking refuge in a church, right? She was tweeting this from a library. She was seeking refuge from a church. A man who disguised himself as a man of God helped her. She spoke to him about previous sexual assaults and harassment that she has endured, and he proceeded to do the same. Her body was found in the woods a few days later. We have Uwa, who went to a church to go and study, where she was there, then later raped and killed in that very church. Then we have Tamar, who allegedly, we don't know the story, but it seems as though she was trying to commit suicide. So there was a suicide attempt. And no one spoke about Tamar needing a black man's love. These are just a few instances in the media where one could say black women, they're not being protected. There have been viral videos of women getting thrown in the trash, hit with a skateboard.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
And in this podcast, some of the people, one of the crew members was talking about how Oluwatoyin, her situation, although very sad, is a male issue rather than a black man issue.
Bitch, what?
I just wanted to put that layout for everything and then bring it back to this is about Kanye. And this is about how black women are fucking tired. Nobody says that they don't want to be strong. Of course we want to be strong. Of course we want to be strong. But my thing is, when do we have a chance to be weak? Black men, y'all don't get to be vulnerable. Y'all don't get to be transparent with yourselves due to everything, patriarchy, masculinity, you name it. And I can acknowledge that. I can hold myself as a woman accountable for the fact that some black men, a good percentage of black men, can't feel as though, or don't feel as though they can be vulnerable in a moment where it's okay to be vulnerable. But when black women are speaking to you about tired of being strong all the time, and our strength being labeled as bitter or aggressive, or they already know a black woman's gonna say something, they already know that a black woman's gonna be loud about it, we're exhausted. And a friend of mine, I was talking to him about it, where he spoke about the loud minority and how in history, a black woman's strength as a nurturer and as a black woman has been seen to help. Nannies, mamas, mammies. Of course, black women and their love and their strength can be seen as Robitussin. Of course, it looks like a cure or something that can heal. But who is healing the black women? Yes, black women. But black women are healing everybody. Black women say they don't feel protected. And on the podcast, he says, well, all the men that in here I know protect black women, so I don't know So because you know these two brothers here that protect black women, what black women are saying has to be a fluke, has to be false. Black women are saying they don't feel protected. And you're saying, well, it's not our job. It's not our job to protect black women. She's not my mama. She's not my sister. She's not my girl. Why I need to protect her? It's not our job. Just like in this instance, when you're talking about Kanye needing a black woman's love, some black women responded and said, that's not our job. We understand you, black man. Do you understand us? And then we have responses because women are so tired of black men being the weakest link, where y'all will defend Kylie's honor till the death, be vocal as fuck about 50-50 vacations, and I feel like a bitch should suck some dick for 45 minutes. You'll talk about what you're not gonna spend on a black woman. Oh, a black woman is just using you for your money that you do not have. You're one of the 40 million that are unemployed. What are you talking about? What is a black woman using you for? She don't know you. Unfortunately, I have to let that hurt go. Elsa, let it go. Nobody is using your ass. You ain't got nothing but $228.12 in your bank account. What is she using you for? Can she get a Birkin from you? What is she using you for? Boy, you can be loud and vocal about all of these hypothetical Twitter topics and Facebook topics with the hood nigga filter. Oh, if your wife makes more than you and she said, but you can't speak about Oluwatoyin. You can't speak about your group, your friend group, having that one suspicious man with one too many claims about his character. You can't be vocal about that, but y'all be kikiing, kakaing in group chats, but you can't be vocal about that one nigga who is a rapist. And then when black women are telling you, I don't necessarily think it's, an insult. It's just that we're tired, or it comes at a time where you're like, well, I think it's strength can never be negative. A black woman is telling you it depends on the context. And what's that? There was no woman in that room, or no man of that nature, no man in that room to compete with what was being said. Oh yeah, I think it's the mob mentality and cancel culture, and they just love to paint you as a villain. If nobody is holding you accountable, how do you know that what you're saying is very stupid, very dumb? We already know that there's a good percentage of the black majority of men that love them some black women. They love them some black women. We already know. Ebony queens, melanated chocolate mocha frappuccino queens, cacao, cocoa bean queens. But if you can talk about who you gonna get in a hypothetical fire and who comes first, your mama or your girl, if you can speak on those so quickly, why can't you speak and be open-minded about what a black woman is saying? Wow, I never saw it like that. I understand what you're saying, but it's crazy to me because as a black man, I feel, why can't it be an understandable and open-minded conversation? Man, fuck out of here. Like, what is that? To bring it around, accountability. Accountability, accountability, accountability. If we're not gonna hold each other accountable, how can we be a united front if the people within our community are being silenced for the bigger picture? No, little baby. Listen to what black women are saying. Receive it, and unpack it. Just because the people that you surround yourself with aren't like what we're saying, doesn't mean what we're saying doesn't exist. Just because there's a bigger problem afoot, doesn't mean our problems go away. You know what I mean? Like, you want to go head to toe with the Epstein case and the celebrities involved and the trafficking drug world and you want to talk about Biden needs to be held accountable when we just trying to get Trump out the fucking office. I love it. I love the passion. Now let's talk about black women and why we don't feel protected. Let's hold y'all accountable now. Accountability. You want everybody to be held accountable. Hold your community accountable. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.